Getting ready to head out rowing has lots of parts. First you have to get the boat, head out to the lake, and get ready to launch the boat. If there aren't a bunch of people queued up to launch, I always fit out the boat at the landing. You have a sliding seat, don't forget the coffee, set it well away from the boat so it doesn't spill, put valuables such as a wallet into the sea bag, make sure all electronics are in place and turned on, a spot so Ann can see where I am, real time on a map, a GPS so I can see where I am, as well as my speed and distance traveled, food, don't forget the life preserver, set up the oars. On a day like today, where the rain may be expected, as well as splashing water, on with the hatch. Push the boat off the trailer, not scratching the boat on the edge of the trailer, which is more of a problem in the wind. Get in the van, park it, get into the boat, check electronics that are in the waterproof bags, and today, on with a nice, warm, bright orange stocking cap, fitted over my head cam. And don't forget to put on the life preserver. Not only is it warm, but on a day like today, air temps with the high 40s, water temps the same or colder, it's no day to be falling in the water without a preserver. And into the boat we go. Keystone Lake is named for a town that was inundated in 1962 when the reservoir was formed. It's at the confluence of the Arkansas and Cimarron rivers. It's 23,000 acres in size and has an average depth of 23 feet. Today the wind is from the south, gusting at about 25 miles per hour. So heading downwind is a breeze. With very little effort, I was moving at 5 miles an hour. I had to get out of the channel and out into the body of the lake. I've headed downwind about 5 miles. Before the row back against the wind, I need to head into this inlet, take a bio break, and eat something. So here I dock, bow into the wind. And now the fun starts. Against the wind all the way, turning the boat into the wind and heading out into the full blast after I get out of this inlet. So now I'm turning the boat fully into the wind, heading directly into 20 to 25 mile an hour winds. Keeping the boat bow in is a challenge. The bow rising and falling, white caps. It's going to be a long 4 miles. Yep, it's windy. It won't be long. I'll probably lose my stocking cap. Up and down, checking my GPS, keeping the bow into the wind, splashing. Yep, lost my hat. I wonder if I'm making any progress at all, so I decided to look at my GPS. Well, as soon as I do that, the wind starts spinning me around. Just what I don't want to happen. Getting the boat broadside to the wind will make it difficult to bring back around. I know from experience that a full broadside against the wind is about all I can do to get the boat redirected again. Drifting, then wham, hit by a broadside, water over the cockpit, and it's time to stop wondering about the boat speed and paying attention to what I'm doing. But hey, this is a blast, up and down, speed about 2 miles an hour, a couple hours of this at this rate, no problem. Keep her nice and slow into the wind, don't tire myself out. I can keep this pace up for hours. The boat crashes down, sending spray up and back towards me and into the sleeping berth, peppering my electronics, not all of which I put into plastic bags, naturally. Too late, can't stop now. The boat makes bangs as it's crashing into the waves. Seems like the hull is going to split. But I've got lots of confidence in Colin's boat building skills. Hope he doesn't scrimp on the fiberglass. And again, over big waves, what a blast. And again, facing backwards, of course, I can't see where I'm going or where the next big wave is going to hit. One wave hit when I didn't have my camera on, and that caused the bow to go full in, and water came sluicing back towards me, down into the sleeping berth, and into the cockpit. A photo op lost. And so it went for about 2 hours, non-stop. Eventually I put my gloves on since I was developing hot spots on my hands. One small blood blister started showing up. Nothing like the big Vancouver row, though. And finally, I make it back to inlet, heading towards the boat landing. And now everything has to be done in reverse. The biggest problem is getting the boat on the trailer, with the wind trying to push the boat sideways. Backing up. Oars into the van. Pull the van out a little bit. It was too far into the water. Push the boat into the wind. It's cocked. Take it off. Re-angle it. Push it back in. Crank it in. Thank goodness for my mechanical crank. And here we go. Done. Electronics, check everything, pack things away. I noticed on the way out that there was a small oil pump next to the parking lot. So I decided to check it out. It must be the smallest pump ever made. Maybe run off electricity since there was an electrical box nearby, and here it sits in a state park. You'd think someone would have moved it, as it is rather an eyesore, or at least a hazard. The old and new oil wells are common in Oklahoma. Of course, oil was Oklahoma's original source of wealth, and today natural gas is coming on. But the oil's still down there. Well, goodbye, Keystone State Park.